only just got home from a really, really long day, but these have arrived, and now I have to decide whether I want to do them tonight or tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do them tomorrow, so I have time to paint my nails and henna my hands, so I look more aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, waiting absolutely was not gonna work, so I'm gonna explain what I did whilst I open this yarn and start beaning. Hopefully this footage will be usable, I have no idea. I've never recorded like this before. Do you like the mask? I don't think it's mine. About a week ago I was doing scrolling on YouTube trying to find something I liked in the weird algorithm hole I've dug myself from doing research because I wanted to make rant content, so I watched a lot of rant content and now I get lots of like weird drama related videos of stuff I don't care about. By the way, no idea what brand this yarn is. It's from my local, like, it's called Pound Stretcher. It's like a Poundland, and it's this chunky with a bunch of different blues. I'm gonna make a beanie out of it. Third attempt, because someone was recording onto their entirely full SD cord like an idiot. SD cord? Card. Okay. Scrawlr Box, a subscription service I used to be part of because I wasn't very inventive with my artwork and I wanted something to motivate that. Also, I'm an art supply hoarder. Despite being on a very low budget, I see cute art supplies, I'm gonna get them. They normally end up in a charity shop or given to a friend at some point, but I am really bad for that. That's something I have an issue with. Doing scrolling on YouTube, as I do, with my completely messed up feed, I see a video of an artist I like, completely forgotten her name, so I'm gonna have to put it up on screen. Bought an art box off of Scrawlr Box for, according to her, 5 GBP, 5 quid. And I was like, nah. So I checked. Yeah, no, she was right. There were 2 selection boxes, or 2 boxes for £5. There was one for 8. And they were the previous boxes that Scrawlr Box has sold, that's a bit long, either packed too many of or had too many supplies, still too long, to basically, they had too much stock. So what they do is after the subscription's been sent out, they list the leftover boxes for you to buy afterwards. Normally they are like 25, 30 quid each, because you're no longer buying them as part of the subscription, they are their own art supply kit. But these ones, because they were so old, like the subscription boxes from a decent few months back, they were going for 5 to 8 quid. And that's really reasonable for me. I know a lot of people have higher budgets than me, so some of the other ones that were 15, 25, that's still really, really cheap for what they are. So I decided I deserved a treat, and I got myself 2. Just one 8 quid one, one 5 quid one. And in order to do this, I did put a bunch of my art supplies into a charity shop bag, so like, because I'm not allowed new art supplies until I get rid of old ones. So I ditched a bunch of my old markers, a bunch of my old paint pens that were dried up and crusty, some old lino cutting tools, things like that, that I just don't use. And I'm going to replace them with whatever's in these boxes, which is currently what my phone is standing on. So I'm gonna have to move you in order to show you. Okay, so you've been propped up on my paint box, which is box to keep all my paintings in, and I'm gonna show you the boxes up front like this first, and then I think I'm gonna record top down so I can take this mask off, and so you can see what's in the box better, because this is, for lack of a better word, a review. So you want to see what's in the box. You don't care what I look like. I'm wearing a mask, it doesn't matter anyway. So they came like this. They've got a little bit of the packaging damage, but if I remember correctly from when I was subscribed, that's kind of par for the course, but nothing inside is normally damaged. They have the cute little Scrawlr Box logos. I remember keeping these boxes and stacking them to use like shelves, which they're really good for. I'm probably going to paint over these and use them at my next market. And they have like a pull tab at the bottom, which is really cool. I got 2. I don't know which one is which. I know which 2 I got, but I don't know which one is which. So I'm going to switch the camera angles so you can see my dirty desk, and we'll go through them together. So welcome to the top-down recording setup. It is very, very scuffed, but it's what we're working with because I'm new. Sorry about the crusty, musty nails. Get a good look at those. I was gonna paint them and wait until tomorrow to do this, but like, I couldn't just let these sit and like watch them. We'll start with the top one. I'm gonna put the other one out of the way. Yes, my desk is covered in torn up Amazon boxes. Shush, and my recording stand is some paints and a book. But okay, don't worry about that. Let's open the first box. Got a little pull tab. This is hurting my hands. I've had a long day. Right, this is the December 2022 box. So this is safe to say there's normally a candy in these. I probably shouldn't eat that. It opens like a pizza box, which I remember when I first got it made me very excited. Oh, damn. Okay, I broke the box, but don't worry about it. So we have, I think all of the pens were supposed to stay wrapped in this tissue with the little sticker, but they haven't, but we're going to ignore those for now. So they normally come wrapped in this tissue with this adorable little sticker, which I'm going to try my best to save later, and I'm also going to keep that tissue for repacking. It also comes with orange Mentos, which, okay, they're actually in date. Don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Well, it says 05/24, so I've got 2 months to eat these. Yay! But other than that, we then get the little prompt sheet, which is very outdated because December 2022. It was Chaos Confined, which is a really interesting prompt, I think. And apparently, we haven't looked at them yet. Acrylic markers, this sheet, a pencil. Okay, not gonna lie. This looks like the kind of pencil I had in secondary school. Yeah, it's it's a school pencil, so not super excited about that. I think I'll give that to my friend who draws in pencil. And a chisel fine liner? I've never actually seen these before. O2 chisel. Oh, that's cool. Am I gonna focus? Well, it's got like a flattened off end on this side, which is really interesting, and I love uni pens because they're waterproof and I work with watercolor a lot. So we got a basic pencil and a Unipen fine liner. Now these are the markers. We've got a really pretty teal color, black, which is great. I use a lot of black paint pens. This cute pink, I actually really like that. It's like a hot pink. And yellow. Not normally a big fan of yellow until I painted some like lemons recently, but these, they feel really heavy. Like, if anyone knows what those Tipex pens feels like the ones that pump down, they feel like that. So they're really, really chunky. We'll swatch those in a second. Yeah, so we've got the magazine from December 2022, so up to date. But these do have, normally, some good tips in them. And they have, obviously there's a featured artist. This one is Mr. Phil, I think that says, who is the one who picked the art supplies for the box and chose the artworks for it. And this is a print of his, which comes with it, which is definitely going on my wall because that is, I love that. I love the super bright color. For a $5, I would expect to find a print like this at Artist Alley, just the print, for more than that. So like, I'm really happy with that. I won't go through design, but again, because it's really, really outdated, it does have tips for the art supplies, which is decent if you've never used them before. And then also the challenge from the month before has like winners who they will then feature in the next month's scene, which again, this is for October of 2022, so it's very outdated. And then a little thing about the rise of digital art and the artist's QR code. Everybody scan that right now and go support him because he just gave me a box for $5. So those are the readables and that really cute collectible print, which I'm gonna keep. We then also have A5 white card, which they don't give you many sheets in these, but I love that they put like a custom, like almost artwork on the front of the little notebooks, and then the paper that they put in the art books is always tailored to whatever medium is in the box. So obviously for paint pens, they bleed through and they're quite wet, so you can't really use them on textured paper. So we've got 10 sheets of just solid white card, which I really like, and I will do a swatch, I think. So I am keeping the box there just to keep it clean, and I'm not going to be swatching the basing ass high school pencil. Like, I'm sure it's a great pencil, but they literally are just like obligated to put a pencil in each box. Don't need to swatch that. I know what a HB pencil feels like, but these I'm really interested in. I'm assuming you have to activate them like normal paint pens. So let's try the chisel nib first, because that's like something I'd use for calligraphy whenever I do calligraphy for like watercolor. So let's give that a go. It is like a flat chisel nib. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be actually really fun to use. Hold on. Ooh, yeah, I like that actually. We're gonna get some really nice line variation with that. Like, when just drawing, the fact that it gets thinner, oh, that's nice. Okay, I like that. This approved. Going in my day-to-day pencil case 100%. I'm only going to swatch the one of these because I'm sure they're all going to be pretty much the same, or at least I'm only going to record swatching one of them, and I don't have nails, so I'm going to have to get that with a knife. We are back. I got the little plastic thing off. I used to hate those. When I was a kid, I used to eat push pops, just the little plastic thing. I could never. So yeah, again, it's like a really solid pen case. It feels really, really hefty, kind of. And it's got that normal kind of paint pen plain tip. So I'm assuming, like normal paint pens, I have to shake the shit out of it and then pump it, so. Oh, my camera focus doesn't like that. Okay, right. And then... Oh, I'm seeing paint come down. I should have put my phone on my desk. Hey, there we go. Okay, that is very pigmented. Like, that is solid. Does it scratch up the card, though? It doesn't! I expected to get those, like, weird lifty pellets from it, but it doesn't, actually. Those are really nice, and the color is very vibrant. Okay, I will do another one, but I'm not going to film myself activating it. One activated a bit faster, but seems to be the same quality. Like, it's not like one of them's thinner than the other or a manufacturing error. That is still really thick, really pigmented. It's more red than I thought it would be, but that's probably just because I was looking at, like, this gap here. Like, that's a bit lighter, I'd say, but that might just be because of the lighting. But it is really vibrant. It's really bright. I like that a lot. I'm gonna eat one of these, so if this video never gets uploaded, that means I'm dead. The little custom artist sticker. So these are, like, the super cute little custom artist stickers. It's the same art as the print, I think, just a bit smaller, or a section of it, and put in these stickers in this, like, Scrawlr Box style. So this first box, I'm really happy with it, because I do have some of my own paint pens, but they are Crawford & Black's. They're from my local works, and it was a $5 for the, like, whole pack. These feel a lot more heavy duty. Like, I feel like I'd be comfortable drawing on wood or canvas or something with this, and it would stay. Not only that, I feel like there's a lot more paint in here. And, oh, they also have an opacity level written on it, which is how thick the paint is itself, which is really helpful if you're working on a project, because these take me a couple coats, right? These Crawford & Black ones. I don't feel like I'd have to go over a coat of these multiple times. And the fact that it dries flat, I really, really like. It doesn't have, like, a raised layer like some other alcohol markers. It dries flat. So these, I'm really happy with these. I paid a $5 for 4 markers, a pad of really nice paper, a sticker, a really fancy print, and a pad of paper. I would be more than happy with that if I walked into an art shop and spent that. But saying that, this wasn't the box I'm excited about. I love me some paint markers, but the thing I love more is alcohol markers, which I believe is what is in the next box. So I'm going to move on to the next box. Second box. I probably shouldn't have thrown it. I'm going to get through this one a little quicker, although it would probably be the same length for you guys, but I dawdled a little bit on the other one because I kept struggling with the plastic over the pens because I have no nails, by the way. This is henna. I don't have tattoos. It's henna. So, second one. Oh, yeah, you can tell I have no nails. Ah! Okay. And this one is March 2023. So it's a bit more modern. It's a bit closer to now, but it is still a lot older than some of their other boxes, which is why they're so cheap. So let's open this one up. I think everything stayed in the actual tissue this time, so that's an improvement. And it is packed really, really nicely. So I'm gonna start with the zine and the print this time, I think, because holy sh... Sorry. That caught me very off guard. Who is this? Katrina Young. God damn. She did that with markers? Holy... My god, okay. I am humbled, to say the least, but I would not be paying £8 for that at a convention or something. I would be paying more like 12 for a print like that. So again, already very impressed. That is like a really... Oh, that is going on my wall. It does have a little bit of damage, I think, from shipping. But again, I paid £8 for it. That is going on my wall above my bed. I don't care. We've got the Zine. This is 91. I'm gonna skip that first page. It doesn't, but we've got more detail on the artist. She is... That is amazing. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, and she's got a speed paint of the piece. I'm totally watching that soon. So and then again, we've got the winners of the previous month. But yeah, that is cool. Again, I'm going to read that later because reading's hard. onto the actual package. But is it just me or does that sticker seem bigger? I really want to try and save this one. I tried to save the other one, it did not work. Okay. Ah! Oh, it's tissue, it doesn't matter. I want to save the sticker, is the thing. Again, they're normally, like, a lot more nicely folded up, kind of like this one. And again, we've got a sticker. I'm gonna put this one on my phone case. It is so pretty. That art piece is so pretty. So that's going on my phone case, 100%. Right now, it's gonna sit on my gouache box. And the prompt was feminine energy, which, again, very outdated, but I'm probably still gonna try and use that when I'm working on the piece. Okay, now it's time to see if the sweet is outdated. 31st of the 5th, 2024, I can still eat this and I won't die. Alright, so that's sweets. I'm happy, I got sweets. This pencil seems a little fancier than the other one. Yeah, this one's a Derwent pencil, made in England. I went to the Derwent factory when I was on holiday, and it's a 2H, so it's a more solid pencil, I think. But again, I don't really use the pencils that much for sketching. I normally sketch in Viro, but I will for the challenge. So that is really nice, but it's going in my generic pencil pot. That is a Copic marker! Oh! Wow, that's a Copic Chow marker even, and that's... We've got a chisel, and is it just a bullet or a brush? Oh, that's a brush nib. Oh, that is... For 8 quid to get 3 of those? Like, I know Copic Chow are, like, on the cheaper end of Copic markers, but I would never dream of holding a Copic marker in my life, let alone 3 of them. And a skin tone marker! Okay, I will admit, don't have any skin tone markers. It's been killing me, just very slowly. But those, again, like a really nice vibrant green, a purple, which I use a lot. I already know who I'm gonna draw with these. But these are, for 8 quid, 3 of those, a print, an amazing sticker, and I believe a Staedtler liner? Ooh, I've never actually used a Staedtler liner. This is gonna be interesting, and that's a 0.8, so that's quite a... It's a relatively thin nib, I think. Like, kind of medium. A bit bigger than I normally use, but still definitely probably not a cheap marker. So, Chow markers, 5 quid each. The pen, about 3 quid. The pad was apparently £5, we haven't looked at that yet. £3, sorry. And the pencil was about 2 quid. So again, I'd say just about or just over how much I paid for this is the price of the art supplies. So that is amazing. A Bristol board pad, again 10 sheets, which is quite shiny and very, very smooth, I think. I've never actually used Bristol board, so you can call my bluff on that, but start with the brush tip because I love me a brush tip. Okay. Oh, it's so smooth. I've never actually used like a real Copic marker before, and now I'm suddenly realizing how cheap my markers are. That is so soft. That is very, very smooth. And it's a nice light color as well, so I can go in and layer that to darken it up. That is really, really nice. So I'm really happy with the skin tone marker. I can finally stop drawing bright pink people, which I know pink people exist, but now we have, ooh, the green one. I feel like this one's going to be more vibrant rather than like pastel. I feel like this one's going to be really, really bright, but you can call my bluff on that if it isn't. Okay, it is still quite thin. I'd say it's still like it's a lighter color, definitely. But it's definitely brighter than that one, a bit more harsh, I'd say. Yeah, again, I've never used Copics before. This is a very, very special moment for me. It's my Copic virginity. But yeah, they're so much smoother, because it might just be the Bristol board, actually, because these are one of my alcohol markers. I got them off Amazon for, I think, 20 quid for a set of 24. And yeah, they are definitely not as smooth going down. You can hear them scraping. They are quite a bit brighter, and I suppose if you tilt them on their side. But yeah, I have gotten a decent bit of use out of these, so the ends are fraying a little bit, and they do dry out quite easily. But I have never used a Copic before in my life. This is very fun. I feel like, yeah, this one's a softer color, definitely. It's quite light. I feel like I could use this to like shadow in some skin tones and then blend it out, maybe. Actually, you know what? Let's do a blend test. Because I've heard Copics blend really, really well. Although I don't want to mess up the nibs, but it's fine. I treat my art supplies badly. Okay. Because a artist I really like called Scott, uses purple to shade his character's skin, because it's like it's a dark color, it's moving more towards blue hues, and that does blend really well. I'll show you how my cheap markers blend. Again, that one is so much more pigmented, holy shit. And yeah, blending the two together, I'd say definitely not as smooth. Like, it's picking the ink back up from the purple onto this tip, so yeah, I've never used a Copic and I'm finally noticing the difference. Okay, right, sorry, I'll get onto the marker now. This has been like a 10-minute clip. So I normally use, yeah, slightly thinner markers than this, but this has a really nice soft feel to it. And if I press a lighter, I still get a smaller tip. Pressing harder, get a thicker end. So that is quite a nice size to work with. I still like the chisel tip more though. Sleepy voiceover time. So I'll be honest, I've never actually done like an illustration with paint pens. I normally just use them to like decorate stuff, and I did paint a bunch of CDs and vinyls a little while back. So for this, it was a challenge, but the prompt was like, it was encased creativity or creativity or something like that, chaos captured, whatever. So I decided, you know, what's more chaotic than my TV head character? So I tried to use like the markers to make a weird pixelated effect in the screen, and then like go back over it to add details. One thing I will say is the yellow really wasn't opaque. Like, it was very, very hard to layer that, and they do layer relatively okay, but they keep picking up the acrylic paint from the layer beneath it even when it's completely dry, which was a bit annoying, but I suppose maybe I just didn't let it dry enough or something. But yeah, it just did not really stay over the top very well, I suppose. Second illustration, I decided to go straight in and do just a sideways character headshot, which is normally something I'm really comfortable with, but one thing I noticed is that my like phone stand kept getting in the way, so I couldn't really lean forward to see what I was doing very well. But I have a massive pet peeve with this box, and it's that the liner marker they send you bleeds with the alcohol pens. Like, what? Like a box designed for markers, and then the liner pen you put in isn't alcohol marker proof. Like, it bled really badly into the skin sections. It really annoyed me. Overall, I think these were like a decently good deal. I'm gonna try them with some of my other supplies. For example, I'm gonna use a different liner pen with the markers so they don't bleed, and they're all being added to my collection. The skin tone marker I'm so happy with. The paint markers are going to be amazing for customizing things. I've already used one to decorate one of my shipping packages for commissions. By the way, buy a crochet plushie. But I think that'll probably do it for my review. Go and see Chloe Rose Arts, I think that was her name, Chloe Rose's Arts video, because she's way better at this than I am. Like, this is my second YouTube video after I took a 2-year gap and I wasn't even making this kind of content. But overall, worth 13 quid, because that's what I spent on the two of them. It was definitely worth it. I've got some supplies I know I'm going to be using in my day-to-day life now for half the price, if not a third of the price that they would have been normally. So also, a bit of like creativity pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I don't think if I was prompted I wouldn't have drawn my robot character in paint pens with a cool pixelated face, and it actually gave me inspiration for another piece I want to work on. So Scrawlr Box, yeah, they're worth it, I'd say. But thank you so much for watching the video. YouTube likes it if you press buttons and say something. I don't care, honestly, but you know, if you feel like it, you want to be nice, buy a crochet plushie, because I just had my store taken down, so I'm not very happy about that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching my mediocre ass content. I hope to see you again next time I wake up.